Well, hello from Heatwave Central. It's going to be harder than hell. Well, maybe not harder than hell, but we are finishing up our own bathroom, a private little bathroom, and I'm so excited because we have the shower now, and we are going to finish up the things that are necessary and cosmetic. So, but I won't be 100% done, but we are at 99%. I can live with that because we need to get going on the bed and breakfast bathroom because in July we have a guest who stays there. So there is no time to lose, and let's go. Well, hello from our bathroom. It is so hot. It's 41 degrees outside, so it's about 105, I think, Fahrenheit. And the upstairs part where we have our private apartment in the Chateau is really quite lovely because it is slate on all three sides, and we are our bedroom is the most south facing, so we have morning sun, afternoon sun, evening sun. So it heats up lovely. So we did buy, that was last year, a room air conditioning unit, which we now actually yesterday, I remembered we had it, so we put it in, and it's a huge difference. Dogs love it. All of them sleep with us at night on the floor. They don't want to touch anyone, so it's great. But so what I am doing right now, I digress, sorry. What I'm doing right now is did a lot of research on how to restore our tomates because they have that god-awful paint on them, and it looks just dreadful. And it's partially gone, excuse me. So we could refill it, repaint it then it's like one surface, but these are individual cements. We don't want to take out the entire floor. That is insane. So bear with me because I watched a couple of instructional videos, and let's see. And you will know if it works or not. Fingers crossed. It would be lovely to have this floor restored to its original beauty and not to this 1950s ugliness. Anyways, let's go. So this is a heat gun. And allegedly, I'm saying that I hope this works because it softens up and we can scrape it off without damaging the terracotta cement. So let's try. So, this works. I need a much better knife because this is very soft. I need a much more sturdy one. This looks actually like sealing wax. So if you seal a letter and you have put your family crest or whatever you have in this is how this looks. And this is also, excuse me a minute. Yeah, this is also how it smells. It's really weird. So, anyways, I did tell you it's 41 degrees, about 104, 105 Fahrenheit outside. It is hotter than hell up here as well. So I'm not going to do this right now, but I needed to try it. And it does work. So there is hope for this floor after all. And I'm really excited. Well, we're back. As I said earlier, Stuart and I were out and about to get auction items, and this is one of them. This is in our new bathroom, and it is so pretty. And as Stuart pointed out, it matches actually the tiles that we have in the pattern because it's a non-offset square, which is historically very accurate. We're not using that everywhere, but here we have it, and it's really, really cool. This is a bit of a project. There's a crack in that leg, which just needs to be glued with wood glue, and it needs a mirror, and one of the hinges here I need to repair. But that's nothing urgent, so it's really nice to have a few projects that are going to be just a good day or two with drying times and such. So that's the fun part. But yeah, it's really nice.
And it was fairly inexpensive because it is sort of a fixer-upper, right? That we got.
But these in general, I mean, these are mostly 18th century, and men and women had them. Middle class, upper class, because you needed to get dressed, and so there are actually quite a few of them, and they're not very sought after, and I don't know why, because they also can be used as a side table. They're fantastic and incredible marquetry work. They come in all kinds of designs in terms of marquetry, but the general functionality is always the same. So you have this comes up, and then you can fold this out on both sides and have more surfaces. Well, not in this case. This has a drawer, very nice, and another drawer. Then you have a shelf where you can put things down. And this is a very deep compartment, so therefore you don't have the second drawer. That's a dummy. So, but it has to have symmetry, so here we go. Really useful piece of furniture, and it's really nice. Now, before I forget, before we go downstairs and to look at more items, please note that we will change our premiere time from 8:30 here in Europe, and that is 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time in the United States, plus minus a couple of hours or 1 hour for Eastern or California time, by 15 minutes. So we talked to our patrons about that. They told us that they would like, because there's another show before us, and they would like to have a little more time to get a refill, to have a potty break, and to have time to chat with us before we actually start the premiere. So, and I didn't know that until we actually started our channel, that if you, because I've always watched YouTube on our television, when you watch it on a computer or tablet or your phone, you can actually join us in a live chat, and so that's people are wanting more time with us to be able to talk. So we're going to be 15 minutes later than usual, but make sure you have the notification bell on so you get the notification before we start the premiere. Now let's go downstairs to see what we're gonna look at next. Now another item, or items, 6 of them that we found are really lovely, and they are 18th century Chinese plates. So they're porcelain, and they will go up basically above that delft vase. So 18th century means they are actually Ming. Who knew that we would ever own anything Ming? I find that really remarkable. They're in perfect shape, no chips, no nothing. And we were incredibly lucky to get them. And can't wait till Stuart puts them up, because that's way beyond my pay grade. I can't do that properly. They would not be properly hung. So I leave that to Stuart. Now we have one other thing that we got. I don't know if you can actually see this well in this light. And the reason that it's kind of dark in these rooms right now is because we have the shutters closed to keep the Chateau about 25 or so degrees cooler, or 20 Fahrenheit, than it would be without the shutters. So
right.
It really helps us to keep the rooms cooler. Now, it's not that it's cool in the Chateau. I think most of us have that problem right now. in the heat wave. But so this is such a beautiful painting. We don't know where it's going to go, if it's going to go into the Grand Salon or into our new bed and breakfast room, but it's really lovely. I just, great. I mean, that's something we're looking for to find more of. These kinds of paintings, still lifes
that are done in this style and quality
Yes.
of painting. Yes.
So really, really neat. And let's go into the entrance hall. Okay, so this little cutie, settee for most probably upstairs. Really good condition. I need to clean, steam off the fabric, but it's in lovely shape. 18th century style. It's not an original. By the way, what you hear is Lizzie spinning in the Grand Salon, and she loves that because there's this big rug and she can get some traction. Anyways, so this was so incredibly cheap, it's not even funny. So we had to buy it with 70 euros for a solid wood thing. I mean, I will need to tighten the joints a bit, and that's again tiny project, nothing big. So I'm looking forward to that. But we also got something that's really, really exciting, right, Amber? So we had smaller ones here that just weren't in proportion. Then we got this pair at an auction. We said, that's it, that looks great. And the more we were looking at it, the more Stuart said, you know, it's still not quite grand enough. And then we found these. So just so you can see the difference. Goes much better with our mirror, just in terms of style. And it's not like we don't have a place for these already. They will go in our dining room next to our buffet. So these have these phenomenal, this is actually wax, but with a socket in it. So this can be used with regular light bulbs. Lovely. The only problem is, one of them is missing. So if anyone knows where to get them, I have spent hours on the internet. I cannot find them made out of wax and this height. So they are.
Yeah, what would you guess what that is for the height?
What's that, 20 centimeters, 25, so it's almost a foot.
Right? Yeah, a little less than a foot, yeah.
Yeah, so that would be fantastic because that is just the appropriate look. And the quality, they're not clean yet, but there is this beautiful gilding underneath here. And those were really, really an exciting find. What do you think?
Absolutely. and it would be lovely. We really don't want to replace those with anything else. So it would be, I don't know what the chances are of us finding the missing.
Yeah, sometimes we get lucky. But I've been searching the internet. I've been searching the French equivalent of Craigslist. It's called Le Bon Coin. I haven't. Well, maybe I'm searching for the wrong item, so I don't know how that is called in French properly, because you do translations of certain things and it's more technical. It might be difficult. Did we get anything else, Stuart?
No, that was all the items. Yeah.
That was from this. We have one more item to pick up.
Right.
Soon, I hope. And then that's it for this year. I mean, for this, before the summer break, July, August, there will be no auctions in France. So it's holiday season. Auction houses are closed. So that's when we go to Bocons, unless it's too hot. Now, don't forget, our new premiere time starting next Wednesday is 8:45, 20:45 here in France. And thank you so much for watching. And if you liked, please subscribe and recommend us to your friends and push the notification button so you'll be notified when our premieres are starting. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.
If you enjoyed this video, please use the like feature to let us know. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our Journey to the Chateau YouTube channel if you would like to see more. Once you've subscribed, you can tap the notification bell in order to ring it, which will allow you to receive all notifications from our channel. Thank you.